What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a fragrance that has been out for a while. It's maybe the second least popular Sauvage fragrance, and it's going to be Sauvage Parfum. So, recently on a Sauvage kick, not really too sure why. Make sure nothing's on the back of my hand. It kind of started with Dior's birthday gift for me. So if you're a Dior rewards member or whatever it's called, on your birthday, if you're like in a certain tier, they send you a gift. The gift they sent me was like a small sample of Sauvage Eau de Toilette with like a face moisturizer and a beard comb. Eau de Toilette, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed smelling the decant or like the little small sample. So I got the Eau de Toilette. While I was looking for the Eau de Toilette, there was a really good price on the Eau Forte, so I picked up both, and right now I'm really loving Eau Forte. And then decided to just finish it off. I did have a sample somewhere of Sauvage Parfum, but just to finish off the Sauvage collection, I went ahead and purchased it and got it for a really good price. My same person I got the other two fragrances from. So definitely got this for a really cheap price, but yeah, didn't really mind spending. I think overall for the three fragrances, I maybe spent $130, maybe $140 for Eau de Toilette, Parfum, and the Eau Forte. I already had the Eau de Parfum and I have Elixir. So last one that's missing. This is also what I've heard is the most slept on out of the bunch. So I put it on the back of my hand today, but I haven't really been paying too much attention. I put it on the back of this hand. It's pretty much gone now because I was doing the dishes and we went out and about, and also have Ganymede on. So the scent of the day today was the sample of Ganymede that I have. But yeah, I think with this 10 milliliter decant, I'm okay with the Ganymede. I don't think I need a whole bottle of Ganymede, but we'll talk about that in my weekly rotations video. I gotta wear Kaftan and Kaban still, so next 2 days, that's what I'm gonna be wearing just so I can make my weekly rotation based on those fragrances. But yeah, and I also have to wear Sauvage Parfum. So I'm not sure what the notes are. I think this has, I feel like it's a little bit more lavender forward and a little bit more musky. I would say it's from the Eau de Toilette. The Eau de Toilette feels like there's some kind of licorice note in there. That's maybe, I think it's licorice. It could be something else that I'm getting, but to me, it's like some licorice note and it's like a very licorice forward. But this one feels a little bit more musky and lavender forward, but let me check the notes. Just give me 1 second. So this fragrance came out in 2019. So top notes are bergamot, mandarin orange, elemi. Middle notes are sandalwood. Base notes are olibanum, tonka bean, and vanilla. So it's vanilla forward. Maybe I'm confusing the musk or the musk I'm getting is actually vanilla or tonka bean or something. Or it could be the creaminess from the sandalwood. It might be that. So let me see. People mostly compare it to the Eau de Parfum. Yeah, to the Eau de Parfum. I might have to do like a side-by-side video of all the five of them. Is it five? 1, 2. Yeah, the 5 Sauvages. Because why not? All right, so pros, it says classy and sophisticated, dense and delicious smell, great longevity, complete modern masculine fragrance, retains the basic Sauvage DNA, amazing smell in the middle, simplistic and straightforward scent, radiates better than the latest version of the EDT. Cons, not as loud as the EDT, poor performance on some skin types, expected more sandalwood and incense, headache inducing for some, still a rather generic men's cologne scent, reminds some of a more neutered, I wonder why it says neutered, a more neutered shower gel, boring and uninspired flanker, prominent generic soapy note. Obviously Sauvage. You can wear this all year round. The Accords is citrusy, woody, amber, aromatic, vanilla, fresh, spicy, warm, spicy, powdery, balsamic, and sweet. Definitely get a little bit more citrus than you do from the other Sauvages. I wonder if it's the mandarin orange or the bergamot. I'm not too sure. And no lavender. I guess I'm not that good, guys. I'm not that. Never claimed to be, though. So it is what it is. Let me see. All right, let's see what the comments say. So the first comment says, Sauvage Parfum, although it remains true to the Sauvage DNA, seems like a wonderful sandalwood perfume to me. Dior Sauvage Parfum, presented in 2018, is a work that represents the maturity of the series. Sauvage flankers have matured over the years. I'm not talking about Very Cool, Spray, and Eau Forte. Sauvage Elixir is a complete different perfume for this. Oh, okay. This perfume, which has now evolved from raw power to an elegant depth, offers a masculinity in harmony with nature while also appealing to refined tastes. The name behind this transformation is Dior's legendary perfumer, Francis Demaki. In this perfume, Demaki creates a elegant composition that integrates with the skin, acting like a second skin instead of an intensity that hits the face directly. At the center of the approach is sandalwood, specifically sourced from New Caledonia. This sandalwood, with its sweet, creamy, and calm structure, adds both warmth and inner serenity to the perfume, and it neither exaggerates masculinity nor becomes too aromatic. It is measured, refined, and deep. Demaki's mastery is most clearly whatever. I'm done. This long ass comment. Someone says, my favorite Sauvage, one of my signature scents of all time, retains the Sauvage DNA, but more creamy coming from sandalwood. 10 out of 10. Someone says, low projecting but long lasting baby powder. Top is the citrus that lasts only 2 minutes. Mids, citrus goes quick, gets very baby powder like. Base, dries down to a vanilla with a bit of powder. 8 hours, tapers to skin scent after 4 hours. Projection, low to medium. How much do I like the scent? 4 out of 5. Comments, has a Sauvage DNA but subdued, less ambroxan heavy, no in-your-face pepper but loads of baby powder. Sometimes you might want the Sauvage DNA but less obvious. Think of the eau de toilette as walking around with your bare feet. This is like walking around with the softest Crocs. Both are good depending on the conditions of how you feel. It's good for all the conditions. My bottle is a tester from December of 2022. And we'll read this last comment. I was shocked by how tame this version of Sauvage was. I was expecting a bolder, maybe even wilder scent than both the EDT and the Eau de Parfum, but it turned out powdery at best. It still has that Sauvage DNA minus the pepper note. It's funny how I used to think the peppery note in Eau de Toilette was overpowering, but now when it's gone, I kind of miss it. It is, if it were there, I guess my nose must have missed it, or it was too subtle for my inexperienced senses. The only proof that I can think of that there might be some pepper note in it is the tingling sensation on my skin after that I often experience with the Sauvage line. As a whole, it is a safe scent, commercially perfect for any occasion. I like it not as much as the Eau de Parfum version. It lacks unique X factor that makes Sauvage. The wilderness is gone for the sake of appealing to masses. Don't get me wrong, it is still a good fragrance, but thematically, it falls short to my expectation to see a wilder side of Sauvage. I feel like these are the most, I don't know why these are really long comments that don't really go anywhere. I feel like it's just a lot of words. But let's check this batch. Let's see when this batch is from. So this was released in 2019. Dior. Batch. My batch code is I can't see the middle one. 4F01. and I'm checking my batch code on checkfresh.net. This is a 2024 bottle, June 2024. And I do have the 60 ml bottle, so this is the smaller bottle. But yeah, it doesn't really get too powdery for me. I wonder where I put this. If I had the sample, I would do a giveaway, but I don't know where I put it. Let me check. I keep all my samples in this Louis Vuitton box, but it does not look like it's in here. I think one of my decants spilled in here. It smells nice. Those fit. Okay, I'll keep that up for them. So yeah, I would have done a giveaway if I knew where my sample was. No idea where my sample was, unless I just sent it in one of the orders that I just send my fragrances in. So like if someone buys one of my fragrances, I sometimes just drop a sample. I constantly get samples, so I'm always like leaving samples behind. Honestly, don't even know why I still have a sample of Bois Pacifique if I still have the fragrance. The Dior Homme, I still have the sample just to keep it around since I sold my bottle. And that's about it. That's all I have. Let me know what's your favorite Sauvage. I think I have to make a video comparing each one, but I have to wear each one. So my weekly rotation for like next week is probably gonna be 5 Sauvage fragrances. I wish I had the Eau de Sauvage fragrances so I could do the entire 7 days, 7 Sauvages. That's not a bad idea for a video. That's not a bad idea. But do I want to buy both Eau Sauvages just to make this video? I don't think I do. But yeah, I'll probably just do 5 Sauvages, 5 days, 5 Sauvages or something. I don't know. And then we'll go from there. Really nice scent. Obviously, it's Sauvage. Sauvage might be a little boring, but I think my thoughts of Sauvage now is not everyone is wearing it anymore. No matter what you think about it. A lot of people might own bottles of it, but maybe not wear it too often. Just because now the trend is more like very sweet Invictus style fragrances. So like Invictus, Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances, things like that. And I'm not the biggest fan of those kind of fragrances. So I still love Sauvage. Obviously, it's just a little bit boring when you have a lot of other things in your collection. But yeah, when I wear Sauvage, I really do enjoy wearing them. So that's all I have for you guys. Let me know what you guys think about Sauvage Parfum. And also let me know which is your favorite Sauvage in the comments down below. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one, guys.